Hi, Yarny friends. It's Missouri. You have found, once again, Talk Yarny to me. That is the name of my channel, and I will be talking Yarny with you for a little bit. Wanted to come on here because, one, it's been a few weeks. Have not been... One, I have stuff to show, but I don't have anything much new to show, because all of my projects are either very big or very long projects, or like slow projects, so like knitting projects on very small needles or big blankets. So everything that I'm going to show you, you've seen, but you'll see the progress. So that's kind of why I've been like waiting to get something to show before I just come on here and just be like, here's 3 inches of this thing you've seen. So there's that. And then I just kind of been, I won't say depressed, but I've been a little down in the dumps and just not really up to it in the evenings, which is when I have my free time. But today I'm up to it. And I have some other fun thing to show you besides just 3 inches of the thing you've already seen. I got a surprise package in the mail from just the most unexpected source. So I'm going to show you that. But first I'm going to show you what I've done. I have no finished objects unless you count, Hamilton, leave that alone. Somebody, either a dog or a cat, knocked over my purse, or my mom, I don't know. Somebody knocked over my purse and the contents are spilled out on the floor. My dog is sniffing it, but I hadn't picked it up yet. But I'm gonna pick it up when I'm done with this. Anyway, no finished objects unless you count, depending on how you count it, no finished objects or 1 finished object. So you can guess that my 1 finished object is a sock. Now, if you recall from 2 weeks, 2.5, however long weeks ago, the last time I talked to you guys, I told you I would have this pair of socks for my husband done by the 8th, which was actually really by the 5th, because that's the day we were going out to celebrate our anniversary. I did finish this sock before the 5th, this sock, not as far before as I would have hoped. Definitely not in enough time to make its partner. And I didn't even weave in the ends yet. Interesting. So I finished it, let's say, I probably finished it, the last time I talked to you guys was probably like a week and a half before the 4th. So it had to have been back in, I don't know, but end of March. I was like, oh, I'll finish it by this weekend. I probably talked to you like on a Sunday or on a Tuesday or a Thursday or something. And I was like, I'll finish it this weekend and I'll start the next one. I'll have a good week to finish it. Sweet summer child that I was. No, I finished this probably like maybe the Tuesday or Thursday before we were supposed to go out, before like that weekend that we were going to celebrate my birthday and our anniversary, which was both on the same day. That was the 8th. And then I know I didn't have time to finish the other sock, but I didn't automatically start it. I actually just started it this week. So this has just been sitting languishing on my bedstand, in my nightstand for some time. So anyway, get closer but not too close. It is a crazy sock lady pattern, the same vanilla sock pattern I used for my first pair. I'm trying to hold this in a way that, there we go. I did make it a little bigger because my husband is a lot bigger than me. So I did the large size, which you cast on 72 stitches for, and I went a little longer on the leg part because it just seemed a little, I feel like his dress socks are a little longer. Like when I got, I think I did 80. This would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 60. This felt short to me. Maybe it's not, maybe, because now that I'm looking at the finished object, like it looks huge. So maybe I was erring a little too much on the side of caution, but this felt short to me as far as like how he usually wears his socks. And so I went to 80, or maybe 70, no, 70. I went to 70 before the heel and did the heel. And then for here, the foot part, originally I was gonna do like 80, but that was way small. And I didn't want to like actually measure his foot and give it away. So I just kind of did for his shoe size. Originally, I measured the length of one of his socks. But for one, it was one of his socks that I bought that I think I just like grabbed a pair and didn't really look at the size. I don't know. And it's like nylon socks, which are stretchier. So instead I just went by his shoe size, and I went by like, what's the foot size for his shoe size, like the inches. And that's what I did. And so I It looks huge though. But this also doesn't have like the ease of stretch. I guess it does kind of. That like nylon socks that you buy or whatever socks that you buy at the store are made out of. I don't even know, but they're stretchier. But this looks huge. Anyway, it's done though, and I'm working on its partner, which like I said, I started this on, I want to say Monday or Tuesday. And it's coming along. And I did have enough. I remember I talked about how I was worried that I would not have enough to finish this sock. And I was like trying to figure out how I could like supplement it, either find another skein of this somewhere on the interwebs or find something like a contrasting color. I did have enough to finish this sock. So I got up to, and I had enough to start this one. So I got up to through the cuff, which is 20. The cuff is 20 rows and up to here. So how many rows? Almost 20 rows of stockinette before I ran out. So I was worried for nothing, which I'm glad I didn't go out and try to buy something just in case. I had more than enough. So anyway, that is my one semi-finished object, depending on how you define a finished object. It is a sock. It is not a pair of socks. That's okay. Anyhow, so that. So now, on to other things. Let's go with the closest. Here is, this is a slow project. I knew it was gonna be slow, but I didn't think it was gonna be this slow. My driftwood tee made with Can-C hand-dyed cotton. This is it. It is coming along. I am still on the raglan increases. Let me see how far. I think I gotta do 19 of them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have 14 of them. So this is it. This is upside down. It goes this way. This is the collar, which is like a kind of really wide boat neck thing made with this really pretty, what are you called? Twisted rib. And then here, let me find, this is a little bit better. And then the raglan has like this twisted rib in between it too, which is kind of cool. And so this will be one sleeve here, and this will be another sleeve here. I don't know how long it is. Let's see where are we right now? Right now we're at about 5 inches. So it's coming along. This one, I worked on it a bit on Saturday and I haven't touched it since. So it's partly me. I'm gonna go I didn't put a stitch marker last time. But I'm gonna put a stitch marker today so you can see next time how far I've come. I don't even remember how far I've come. But here it is. So it's coming along. I still haven't decided if I'm going to do the striping. I don't know what my dog is chuffing at over there. He sees maybe there's a deer outside. If it was a deer, he'd be barking. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do stripes. I know I don't want to, I had talked about striping these, but I don't think I want to do that. Might still, but I thought about it and I think I have a, like a blue. It's not the same exact. It's not, I don't think it's a pure cotton like this is. It's like, might be a cotton something. I remember buying it from Hirschner's. It's like, what is that brand? I don't remember the name. Is it Willow? It's not a Willow. It is Haiku. It's a Haiku. And I believe it's like a cotton mix. I don't remember what it is, but I have to dig it out and see if it'll work. But it's like a blue, almost a navy. I think that might look okay. And I might even have a gray too. That would actually been a cute shirt. I forgot I had those. But I might just not do the stripes because then I can use up these two and not have them floating around. I got 3. Oh, I got a lot. I have 3 more of those. Ooh. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. So there's that project. I also have, I showed you guys last time that I was working on this Sedge Stitch cardigan. It's a bag-a-day cardigan. I don't remember the name of it, but I had showed you that I had just finished the back panel, which is 26 inches. And so I had to start on the front to 2 front panels, and I've got both of those finished. Here, I feel like, yeah, I feel like I may have fallen victim to, yeah, I feel like I may have fallen victim to dye lot inconsistencies. This is definitely a little bit pinker, and I feel like this is a little mauver. And I made both of the front panels pretty much out of the same skein. It's just pale pink. I should probably double check and make sure that they're not actually different colors that I didn't notice, but I think it's just a dye lot thing. It may just be a my eyes thing, but I did that, and then I started the sleeves here. So the sleeves only got to go up to 15 inches. So hopefully I'll be done with those. I can finish those this week. This is also pale pink. So yeah, I think it's just a slight dye lot inconsistency, which is a shame, but it's okay. I'll live. This is just a for me sweater, so it doesn't matter. But that's done. So I will have, hopefully, I mean, you know me, right? As soon as I start giving estimated times of finishing things, that's when I don't. And so let me put this back. Oh yeah, I can see, look at that. I can see where I changed. Look at that, you can see that. Oh man. Oh, I might have to redo these. That's a big difference. Yeah. I have enough that I can find ones that match, but man, that is a huge difference. So maybe I'll redo these panels. We'll see. We will see. I'm kind of ready to be done with this though, but I want to wear it too. So I can't say yet. I have a bunch more of these though, so I know I've got ones that match. Oh yeah, I can see it here too. My goodness. Okay, so this is like, yeah, you see that? This is where I started this sleeve with one skein, and then I just put in this new skein. Okay, so we may put this thing in timeout and redo these panels. I'll have to see which version of this color I have more of. My goodness, that's a shame. Okay, anyway. Future me here. It is 2 days in the future. So I made this video, the video you have been watching, on Thursday, the 16th of April. Today is Saturday, the 19th. And so I finished that video. I went upstairs. I continued working on my cardigan. And right next to me on my nightstand, I had the 2 most recent ball bands that I had been using for to make the cardigan, the 2 most recent ones. And I looked at them and realized that indeed I was working with 2 different colors. It was not a dye lot issue. So that explains why there's such a drastic change, though they're very close in color. By the way, it is, I don't know if I told you guys, but it's Eddie Bauer Cozy Camp, which is usually found, or had been, I believe, exclusive to Joann. So I don't know if it can be found elsewhere, but it's a nice yarn. It's a nice soft acrylic. Number 4. So anyway, yeah, what I thought was just like a dye lot mistake that I was just going to learn from turns out to be a completely different color, though very close in shade, like very, very close. So here, I will show you. So what I did, so this is what I had been using that I thought was the same pale pink, and this is the pale pink. So even in this lighting, they look very similar. But you guys saw, let me see if I get closer. in this lighting, they look so similar, but they're not. Like it looks, but you can see if you transition from one to another, you can see the difference. Like now in my regular lighting, like I can't, unfortunately. Maybe it'll look better. In my viewfinder, I can barely see the difference. In my real life, I can see the difference, and hope maybe by the time the video is rendered to you, you'll be able to see the difference, but they're different. And so I figured first I was just gonna like leave it as it was as a precautionary tale to myself. But like being that they are actually two different colors, I was like, all right, we're just gonna fix it. So what I ended up doing was ripping back both sleeves, because I had my first sleeve, which went up to this point right here in the pale pink, and then this one I switched balls and I picked up the mauve instead. Not a sleeve, sorry, this is the front panel. This panel, and I finished the rest of it in the mauve. And then I did a complete second panel, which is this here in the mauve. So I ended up having to rip all the way back to here that same Thursday night. And then I just put on a new ball, carefully reading the label, and redid it. So I've redone both panels now. And I'm back to the sleeve. So this is right about the point I was at on Thursday. Thankfully, well, not thankfully, unfortunately, my, what's it called? My internet went out on late Thursday night. Some kind of outage in my whole neighborhood, and it wasn't fixed until last night. So I wasn't really able to do any work. I did go run out to Starbucks and take a meeting and like just wrap up some stuff for the week, but it was the loudest Starbucks I'd ever been into. And it's one of those Starbucks with a business center kind of thing. So it's meant to be conducive to like working from there, but it was so loud. And then my AirPods, for some reason, are not always great. And so no one could hear me. So I did like an hour. I took one meeting, which was like a, like our end of the week meeting where we just kind of make sure our project manager just make sure everything's on track, so it was not a big deal. And then I came home, so I was only out there for like an hour and some change. Other than that, point being, I had the rest of the day I was just able to crochet, waiting for my internet to come back on. It didn't come back on until late. It wasn't supposed to come back on until today, but it came back on last night. So anyway, I was able to really make up that work, is my point. So now I'm right back, right about where I was on Thursday when I showed you guys this project. And I think I can power through and get these sleeves done today. Maybe. You know how it is when I set myself, when I'm like, I can finish, that's usually when I don't. But anyway, I just want to show you guys that. So that's all. I just wanted to come on and confirm that I was actually working with the wrong color and it wasn't just a dial-out thing. I don't know what I will do with these. I just didn't bother unraveling this because it's just one piece. Whenever I decide to use it, I'll just work directly from here. But I don't know what I'll do with this now. Maybe just make some hats or something. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, hopefully by the time you see me again, I will have a finished cardigan and I will have some other stuff started to show you. Anyway, see you soon. Bye. Is that mic going to timeout? I'm not certain yet. I might just... Okay, and then is this the last thing I gotta show you before I show you my fun things? I think so. So, here we go. I am so happy with how this is coming. My heart blanket, the pink heart blanket, is looking great. So, this is where I was last time I talked to you. Just finished, started putting in the cosmetic pink. Let me back up. And then this is as far as I've gotten. So I think you guys can see it. Where's my little, I already lost it. There it is. Here, let me take this out. So here it is there. And so we've done this much. So this is quite a bit. I had talked about last time how I wasn't sure if I was going to make this middle cosmetic pink section like double the size, but this thing is already huge. Okay, so this is it right now. So we're already sternum height. This is touching the floor and it's here. It's already up all the way to my sternum. So by the time we add this pink in and then go back to the pale peach color, we'll be above my head, which is what I like. So here it is. I'm gonna try to bring it up. Okay, so you guys get to see that. I didn't work on it that much this week, but I worked on it quite a bit last week, and I worked on it today and a little bit yesterday. And so it's coming along. It's just so slow because of the single crochets, but other than that, it's doing great. I'm very happy with this. I'm so excited about this project. All right, so that's updates on the stuff you've seen. The next thing I'm going to show you, I told you I want to make the flax sweater, which is a Tin Can Knits project or pattern. And so I'm going to make that. They have several different versions of it. I think they have a worsted, they have a DK, they have a maybe fingering weight version, etc., etc. Several different sizes, like up to some multiple of X, I don't remember. I'm going to do the DK pattern, and I told you I wanted to use I told you I thought that it would look great in this old skinny cake that I have, which is from a couple of years ago that I found abandoned with no band in a Michael's when they were clearing out skinny cakes, and I searched the world over to find A, what the name of it was because it's so beautiful, and B, at least another skein of it, if not several. I did, so this is the original one I found here. So this is that knot, so beautiful. You see the melons, it's so pretty. I love it so much. Oh my goodness, I love it. I fell in love with it because at the time, like, I was looking at the skinny cakes, and there was like, and I bought them. There was like a ton of these here, which is the Baked Alaska. There's so many of these, every store I went to. So I bought them, but I was not like super duper like excited. And then there was a few other colors that I got on. The plum pudding, I think it's called, which is like purples and yellows. I got that one. Wasn't super duper excited. Then I saw this baby, and I looked everywhere. I even pulled out like the little bins under the things that sometimes I have extra just to see. I could not find it. Finally found it sometime later. This is it. Its name is Melon Smoothie. I know that's backwards for you guys, but oh well. It's discontinued anyway. Not skinny cakes, but this colorway. Hopefully, man, if they bring it back one day, I'll be so happy. But yeah, so this is what I'm gonna use. I think this is gonna make just such a beautiful sweater for me. It's very similar to the colors I got on now, like the palette, and I think this looks good on me. Maybe a little washed out, but this one will be so beautiful. I love it so much. I had to dig through my totes. I knew it was in there, and I found it. I knew exactly which tote it was in. So I'm gonna start this, but I was gonna say this might be started sooner rather than later, because I was like, let me get something done before I start this. And the closest thing I had to being done was that crochet cardigan that now it looks like I'm gonna have to go back and undo some stuff. Maybe I'll just leave it as it is. It's just gonna be for me. I think I'll just leave it as it is. If nothing else, I can do another one at any point, right? I might just leave it as it is. I'm not going back. We will learn our lesson. That's what we'll do. It will be a teaching moment. All right, so I'm gonna show you now. I got some very unexpected happy mail, you can call it. So the other day it was Tuesday. I was getting, today's Thursday, the 17th, yes, of April. Tuesday, I was sitting here at my desk, which faces out to the front. I saw the mailman pull up, and he put some stuff in the mailbox, and he came down the driveway, and he left a box by the door. And I was just getting ready to get on a call with my boss, like a bi-weekly one-on-one we have. So I just left it there, and I figured it was my husband. I said he had ordered a book, so I was like, oh, his book is here. I'll get it when I'm done. Finished our call, and then actually I showed him this because like we're signing off. He's like, happy knitting, you know, because he's the one that I had. He knits as well, and he used to own a fiber company apparently a long time ago. We're in tech, so it's interesting that that's what he did for a bit. But he does knit, and we talked about sock knitting. So I showed him my first pair of socks, and then I was like, he was like, oh, happy knitting. And I happen to have this right next to me. And I was like, oh yeah, I just started another pair. So we talked about that. And then I went out and got this box, which, surprise, surprise, was for me. So I'm like ripping it open in the driveway as I walk up to the mailbox, and I come back in. I still can't, it's like well taped up. So I had to come in and cut it open. And let me show you what I saw. So when it's from me, and it was from, okay, so it's from, it said like Letitia Wilcox. And it said, thank you, shop small. I was like, what did I buy? Really was like, what in the world did I buy? I could not recall. Open it up, and this is what I saw. Right? So here you go. There's these. I'll show you what they are. There's okay. This cat. It's called Cat Print Admiral, like Schippel. It's made in Germany. All the writing is German. It's looks like a 100% wool, 100 gram sock yarn. That's that. Open that up. It's not gonna focus. If it focuses, there we go. If you read German, then feel free. And then this one, which says watercolor sock. I believe it's made in Italy. Lanes de Nord. Lanes Collezione Aria. 2 identical socks. It says it makes also 100 grams, 75% lana muslin free, 25% nylon. Is this 100% wool, or does it have some nylon in it? Look at it. Oh no, sorry, 75% virgin wool, 25% nylon. So I was like, no, it would never be 100% wool. And then this one, it's called Sugar Sake. It is also 100 grams, super fine, 50% merino wool, 25% bamboo, 25% nylon. So ooh, this is different. Okay. This one doesn't want to focus. Focus. Okay, it doesn't want to focus. That, a couple of candies, and what I originally thought was chocolate, but it's actually for Knit Pro, which used to be, this is the new name of Knitter's Pride knitting needles. So I got a 24-inch size 1, another 24-inch size 1. I thought these were chocolates. I was so excited to eat some chocolate, and it was just like, it was on the side like this. I was like, ooh, someone sent me chocolate. And then 24-inch size 2.5, and same thing, 2.5. And these are the mindfuls. You know I love me my mindfuls. These are the mindfuls. This is these ones are carbons, which I don't think the ones I have now are carbons, so I've never used carbons before. Are they? I don't think they are. So anyway, I was like, where did this come from, right? No idea where this came from. And the thing is I had actually ordered some yarn, but from Hirschner's, like a few weeks ago. And I actually had been thinking, I was like, man, my Hirschner's yarn is taking a long time. And then I went on my computer, my laptop, which I'm not on a lot. And I pulled up, like, I still had the Chrome tab open to the, like, checkout page. So I never actually I never finished checking out. So those won't come, which is a little bit sad because I was excited about them. They had like a really good sale on, I want to say, I don't even remember exactly what it was. I think it was a wool cotton blend of some sort, if I'm not mistaken. And I bought like 2 5-packs, but it was like, I don't remember what size they were. I want to say it was a willow yarn, but they had a really cheap sale on it. And so I bought like 2 5-packs, and I was going to do something with them, but I really didn't need them, so it's fine. But I was like, first I was like, did my I was like, did my Hirschner's order? That's not what I ordered though. Did I mistakenly order something completely different? You know, and I could not figure out where it came from. My husband would never buy me yarn and would never buy me good yarn. And I just couldn't figure out. And then I was like, I wonder if my boss sent him to me, because it was my birthday last week. And I was like, he didn't, but he was like, happy knitting. And so I went back to my computer and I was like, you didn't send me yarn, did you? And he was like, one of the vendors did. And I was like, well, tell them thank you. He's like, hopefully there's supposed to be some Knitter's Pride needles in there too. I was like, yeah, they are. They're so awesome. And so I have no idea what the occasion is for, if it was like a birthday present or if it was just like I know he had mentioned he got my address because I work remote and my boss is in California. And also the reason why I thought it was him is because this small business is in Washington and he's from Washington State. And let me give you the name of it, actually. It's called Knotted Fibers. I've never heard of it before. So I was like, yeah. So then I have no idea what it's for. If it's just like, he had asked for my address a few weeks ago. Because like we do have vendors that like send us swag and stuff. Like they'll send us like sometimes really good stuff. But because I'm so like I'm remote, I don't always get it. So he's like, oh yeah, I'll send you some swag from, or I don't remember, like, whatever, one of our vendors. And so I don't know. Apparently he got one of our vendors to buy me some yarn. I don't know which one. I didn't ask. I probably should have. But it's really cool because those are like really nice. Even the price tag on the needles is like $17.50 a piece, which is a lot. That's why I was buying them in sets. But and I don't even know. I didn't look and see if there's a price tag on the yarn. But they're expensive. They're like nice yarns. So I'm really excited to use them. So I'm gonna finish up these. That blue one will be for my husband as well. The colorful bamboo, bamboo nylon wool one is gonna be for me. The purple one, I don't know, might be a present. But yeah, so that's fun. That was a really nice surprise that I was happy to get. Let's see, anything else that I want to talk about? We're at the 27-minute mark. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I feel like I'm forgetting a project that I've been working on, and I can't think what it is. I have another knitting project somewhere, right? No, I got these two knitting projects. I have made some hats. I'm going to show you guys next time. I'll save them for next time. I've got a little collection of hats. The output has not been what it was before things fell apart. So it is what it is. But I have been doing some hats. I have like probably a few weeks worth that I'll show you guys. I gotta go ahead and I have not sewn in the ends on any of the hats I've made in like the last month or so. So I gotta do that. I hope you guys can hear me. I realize I'm talking very quietly right now. I have no reason why, but I think I'm just tired and a lot. But I wanted to come and talk to you guys. Is there anything else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. If I am, it will have to go. Oh, I did want to show you one more thing. It's another upcoming project that I've got yarn for. But I guess I'll show you next time. It's because the yarn is upstairs. I'm not running back upstairs, except when I go upstairs for good in about a minute once I finish this. So, okay, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. I'll get those ends weaved in and we'll just have a little hat show soon. And then, hopefully I'll finish this cardigan. I will start my flax sweater. I'm not put any dates on anything. This will be finished. Who knows? These two will both be, well, this I'll probably can finish fast. Sock goes quick. I can just sit down and do it. I might switch to one of my new needles because I don't know if you guys can see it. One side, yeah. You see that? I don't know when this happened, but I got a little, like a whole little nick here, which doesn't really bother me at all and doesn't really affect my knitting, I don't think. But since I opened these, I've been afraid that I was gonna break these little toothpick things. I was like, I should go. I literally was like, I need to go order some metal needles for this, because I'm like, I don't even like to take these out, like go out with these. Like this would be a great, you know, project to take along to soccer game or take along anywhere, because it's just, especially at this point, it's just straight knitting for a long time. But I'm so afraid to take them out because I feel like I'm gonna break the needles. So I might go ahead and switch to one of my new needles. Oh, that's the other thing. It's over there. My hat, my Musselburgh hat, it looks the same. I mean, it's grown, but it's gonna look the same. But I have worked on that too. Where was I going? Okay, so I think you'll see next time you see me, you'll see a lot of progress on this. This guy will hopefully be done, though it will be a hot mess of not quite the same color stuff. It's just gonna be what it is. Maybe I'll wash it and then it'll all fade into about the same color. And then this guy will not be done yet, I don't think, but it'll be, hopefully I'll be in that last color block. And then once I'm done, I do want to square it off. I don't want to leave the top and the bottom with the little triangles. I do want to square it off. I don't know exactly how to square it off, but I'll figure it out. I'll find a tutorial. I'm sure there's a way. And I'm going to put, because I'm going to have a ton left over of every color of that yarn. So I'm going to put at least, I'm going to make a border of at least, you know, 1 or 2 rows of each color. And then we'll be done with that. That's going to be great. And I don't know if I'll have the flax started next time I talk to you, but I might not. But it's here, ready to start. So yeah, that's gonna about do it for me. I hope everyone is doing great, and I will see you soon. All right, bye-bye.